Good evening, people. Right, so what is the most destructive thing you can do to someone you know, or the most destructive thing you can do in a relationship, right? Now, I'm not talking about, a bit of domestic violence or stuff like this, or acting a maggot like, but I'm talking about unintentional stuff, right? So what can you do that's going to cause hassle to somebody without them actually realising, right? And it's a big deal there for a lot of people. They don't realise, like, if somebody comes in and asks you for advice, the first thing you'll do is give them your opinion, okay? And that's all good, right? But the reality is they're only asking you for advice on a certain topic because they trust you. So if these people trust you and then you're giving them advice on a topic that you know nothing about, is that not going to cause a problem, right? So I put a little question on and I want you to watch this video 2 or 3 times and say, you know what, he's actually right, because I actually know I'm right on this, right? I have a specific view on it, right? So I just put a thing on my Facebook there earlier on to ask people, what is the single most destructive thing you can unintentionally do in a relationship of any kind, either business, friendship, personal, whatever, that can eliminate your partner's chance of success, right? And then people were like, and the important thing in my question was unintentional, right? Being unsupportive, no, that'd be unintentional. Not believing in them, that's intentional as well. Dismissing them, you're intentionally dismissing them. Doubting them, you're intentionally doubting them. You know you're doubting them, right? Being negative, you know what, right? We know this stuff, right? Some guy was nearly close. He said impregnate her, because that was most likely going to be unintentional as well. But that's not what it was. 99% unintentional, which was good, right? Rob his money, that's definitely intentional. If you rob someone's money and if you begrudge them, you know what you're doing, right? But think of it this way. The most destructive thing you can do to any family member, if they ask you for a piece of advice, right, around finance. If you give financial advice, one second, I get a bit light here. If you give financial advice to a family member, in my opinion, that is the most destructive thing you can do to that person, right? And here's the reason why. You're broke. Your partner's broke. Your partner's parents are broke. Your parents are broke. There's been no money or no acquisition of wealth anywhere in the family, right? For probably, as many generations as you can imagine, right? Now we're in this, like, crazy, the most luckiest time for people to be alive is, like, on the planet, because we have so much information and so much empowerment available right now. So some guy or girl decides, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to go and make some money. I'm going to start up a business. I'm going to make an investment. I'm going to do this, whatever it happens to be, right? They're going to buy a program off me, right? And then they say to me, okay, I just have to talk to the missus about it. And I'm like, okay, so you're going to take financial, or if it's a girl, she has to talk to the fella, you're going to take financial advice from somebody who has no money. Because if you've been in a relationship with them a long time now, and they haven't produced the goods in terms of money is concerned, what makes you think that they're going to give you the correct advice now when you're going back to them? So you are the one who's taking the chance, going out there, going to set up a business, right? You're the one doing that, and you're going straight back to somebody who has no money, and not only that they have no money, they have no desire to set up a business, and you're going to ask them for advice on making this purchase or taking this commitment or whatever else, right? And what are they going to say to you? They're not going to give you advice. They're going to project their own internal fears into you that would be disguised as advice. And these people don't know what they're doing. They don't know that they're doing something wrong. I'm going to get a proper bit of light here. I think it's the light the fish tank is dulling us out there. These people don't realise that what they're doing is they're going back to you, the person that they trust the most, and they are asking for some support, but straight away you're immediately projecting your fears onto them, right? And they're at a crossroads. You don't know whether to go left or right as it is. But if you project your fears onto them and disguise that as advice, they will take that on board and they will feel that that's the right decision to make. But let's be honest, you are not qualified. You are talking to a loved one, someone you care very deeply about. You don't want them to get hurt. You don't want anything to go wrong. You want them to be safe and in this little cocoon, you know, and that's why, like, you know, when I come in every day, Linda makes me dinner because she doesn't want me hungry, and I go up in the room's nice and there's our cushions all in the cushion position and all now, right? And, you know, she wants me to be safe and comfortable, and I want her to be safe and comfortable, so I go out and work my ass off and try and bring in some money and stuff like that, right? Because I love her, I want her to be comfortable, she loves me, she wants me to be comfortable. She will dare not speak to me about financial advice, right? Because she says to, and you know what, I found it quite annoying sometimes. Linda, what do you think it is? Oh, look, whatever you think, Joe, I trust you 100%. And it's the best advice you could ever get. So she never tried to stand in my way, or she never tried to project her own internal fears onto me disguised as advice. So be very, very careful of that, guys, because in the world we live in today, the boogeyman, or the people that's going to go and get you and stop you from reaching your full potential, you know, the guy that's going to do you damage, he doesn't go around in the middle of the night with a mask on and a bag saying swag, you know, they look the same as us. Like, if the enemy comes in with a weapon in his hand, you know he's the enemy, right? But when they come in with a smile on your face, on their face, and you want to sit down and have a cup of tea because they're your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, but they are the enemy of your financial freedom without you realising it and without them realising it. So when somebody says to me, I need to go and speak to my partner about this, sometimes I say, you know, what are they going to say? I'll ask them a little bit, right? And maybe I don't have the neck to ask them, but I really should. But I do say to them is, are you going to take financial advice from your partner? The woman who's been at home, or the man that works here, depending who it is, right? Has no desire to make a better life for themselves, or thinks you're crazy for doing this. You're going to take advice from people like that, you're onto the wrong, what would you call it? So you're going having the wrong foot straight away, you know. So just be very careful, guys. When you are decide to do something outside of the ordinary, and you go and speak to a loved one, as we call it, or a friend, or somebody you trust in, just ask yourself, are they qualified to give me this advice? You know, if I want to, you know, up my game in the gym, I'm not going to ask a fat lad, am I? I'm going to go and I'm going to ask the fittest, healthiest, most muscly friend I have or family member I have, and I'll take what they say. Do you know what I'm saying? So just take that on board, guys. Maybe watch this video once or twice more, because that's probably going to be a bit of a head wrecker trying to get around. But these people think they know better. They just want to protect you. But no, they are actually the most destructive people in your life without you realising it, and without them realising it, you know. Now, these guys will be of a great benefit to you on another side, or like, they might be supportive when you are out doing there, but don't be asking them for their advice because on financial matters, because they will destruct your financial life or your creativity straight away, you know. So thanks for watching this, guys. Feel free to share the video. I'd appreciate it very much. Stay cool.